Good morning and welcome back to the Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing, presented by the Clear Commodity Network and delivering today's top news in mining and mineral exploration. From the new ClearCom studios, here's your host, Trevor Hall.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing. It is Tuesday, August 25th, and there's a lot on the macro front this morning. U.S.-Canada trade talks have broken down. The Pentagon is putting out an urgent call for critical mineral production, and gold is taking a small breather after yesterday's strong session. It's off about 0.2 to 4,642 an ounce. It's a very modest pullback after yesterday's gains, essentially holding the level. Silver is giving back more ground. That's down just over 1% to $68.12. And copper is the bright spot, up 0.6 to $6.64 a pound. The Defense Industrial Base Consortium has issued a solicitation to U.S. mining and processing companies, seeking proposals to fill gaps in domestic production of 4 critical minerals, including indium, manganese, magnesium, and titanium. Indium is essential for night vision equipment and semiconductors. Magnesium and titanium go into aircraft structures and armor, and manganese is critical to military-grade steel alloys. The solicitation signals that the Pentagon is now actively hunting for domestic supply, not just hoping it appears. The U.S.-Canada trade negotiations have broken down sharply, with President Trump announcing Monday that tariffs on Canadian cars, trucks, and auto parts will jump from 25% to 50% effective January 1st. The escalation follows the collapse of trade talks late last week, with both sides blaming the other for making unreasonable last-minute demands. For the mining sector, a sustained deterioration in those relations raises real questions about cross-border supply chains, processing arrangements, and investment timelines for Canadian projects targeting American end markets. We'll get to the news from the miners and explorers here in just a moment, but first a quick mention of today's sponsor. This morning briefing is brought to you by Vizsla Silver. Vizsla Silver is a Canadian silver developer advancing the Panuco silver gold project in Sinaloa, Mexico. It's one of the highest grade, largest scale silver development projects anywhere in the world. The company published a feasibility study in November of last year outlining a 17.4 million ounces of silver equivalent annual production over an initial 9.4 year mine life, with an after-tax NPV of $1.8 billion US and an IRR of 111%. It hosts a payback period of just 7 months at the base case silver and gold prices. Vizsla Silver trades on the Toronto Stock Exchange and the New York Stock Exchange, both under the symbol VZLA.
The dynamics of the natural resource trade changes every day. Get the full view of the commodity markets every week with Commodity Compass, hosted by me, Jennifer Pickrell. From metals to energy to agriculture, we break down the key moves, market drivers, and macro forces shaping the resource world, all in one sharp, insightful podcast from the Clear Commodity Network. Whether you're a trader, investor, or industry pro, Commodity Compass helps you stay grounded and informed. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or at clearcommodity.net. Clear Commodity Network, digital news on the physical markets.
And here's what you need to know today. Collective Mining has reported robust metallurgical recovery rates from testing at the Apollo deposit on the Guayabalas project in Colombia. Results return 95% gold, 92% silver, 85% copper, and 70% tungsten. It's de-risking the processing assumptions ahead of what the company says will be an initial mineral resource estimate coming out next month. Apollo has become one of the most anticipated MRE events in the junior sector this year, given the volume and consistency of high-grade multi-metal drill results. The company has been reported since that discovery. Collective Mining trades on the TSX and the NASDAQ, both under the symbol CNL. 1911 Gold has released assay results from 8 surface drill holes at the Sam West target at the True North Gold Project in Manitoba, with the headline intercepts from this batch, including 11.31 grams per ton gold over 1.7 meters and 6.79 grams per ton over 2.4 meters. It's confirming continuity of the Sam West vein system. It now extends over 500 meter strike length to down plunge depths of more than 600 meters. Geological modeling is underway toward a maiden resource estimate at Sam West and 2 adjacent near mine targets, with an updated global resource estimate for True North expected in the fourth quarter. 1911 gold trades on the Venture Exchange with AUMB and on the OTCQX with AUMBF. American Eagle Gold has reported the first 2026 step out east of the South Zone at its NAC Copper Gold Porphyry project in BC's Babine Porphyry District. Hole 89 returned 411 meters, grading 0.43% copper equivalent from a depth of 47 meters. That was all within a broader interval of 880 meters at 0.3% copper equivalent. It extends near surface mineralization 250 meters east of the current defined zones and connecting spatially with last year's hole 62, which returned 140 meters of 0.74% copper equivalent. American Eagle Gold trades on the Venture Exchange with AE and on the OTCQB with AMEGF. Q2 Metals has drilled the best hole ever at the Cisco Lithium project. That's saying it. This must be a big hole. Hole 93 returned 3 separate mineralized intervals in an 803-meter hole, and it included 403.7 meters, grading 1.47% Li2O, and a higher grade 213.8 meter interval of 1.93%, with total mineralized pegmatite in the hole spanning approximately 678 meters, including a near-surface 60-meter interval starting just 14 meters from surface that sits in an area largely obscured by cover and largely untested. The 2026 summer program is just under 10,000 meters, about 9,500 meters over 22 holes complete, with 4 rigs operating, focused on converting the existing 294 million ton inferred resource at 1.36% Li2O to the indicated category in parallel with preliminary economic assessment underway. Q2 Metals trades on the Venture with QTWO and on the OTCQB with QUEXF. Westward Gold has released results from the second 2026 core hole at the SSD target on its Toyabe Hills property in Lander County, Nevada. Hole 2 returned 34.9 meters, grading 2.91 grams per ton gold, and included 4.1 meters at 16.16 grams. It's hosted in silty limestone of the Devonian Wenband Formation with gold associated with pervasive decalcification, sooty pyrite, and high-angle fault structures. The target is open in all directions, and deep RC holes are now planned. Westward Gold trades on the CSE as WG and on the OTCQB with WGLIF. And Andina Copper has now reported 11 consecutive holes hitting significant near-surface copper molybdenum mineralization at the Cabrasco Porphyry in Colombia. Seems like they can't miss. Well, hole 11 reported today returned 206 meters, grading 0.67% copper from 32 meters depth within a broader 400-meter interval of 0.46% copper, with individual 2-meter samples grading as high as 3.5% copper and 477 parts per million molybdenum. Bornite was observed locally below 335 meters. The system's mineralized footprint now spans approximately 1,200 meters by 600 meters and remains open in multiple directions. A second drill rig is being mobilized to accelerate the systematic evaluation of the Cabrasco system. Andina Copper trades on the Venture Exchange with ANDC and on the OTCQB with PMMCF. All right, that's what we have here this morning to start off a very busy day. The Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing is produced by Clear Commodity Network. It is distributed throughout the world through your podcast network of choice and over at clearcommodity.net. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Be well. The information presented should not be considered investment advice. Mining Stock Daily and its affiliates are not responsible for any loss arising from any investment decision in connection with the material presented herein. Please do your own research or speak with a licensed financial representative before making any investment decisions.